Now we're going to work on a shed roof combination. The process is still the same. Essentially, you're going to figure out the angles that you want on the shed roof. This is a good example right here. Here's our working model. On this example, I think I'm going to make the shed roof be at an angle like this, and then this one is going to have another shed roof. It's just going to be a little bit different from this one, more like what's going on in the double shed roof that's behind it. Again, like always, we're going to establish where we want the angle to be. And in this case, I think I want the angle to go this way on this side and the other way on the other side. So just like before, I'm going to take my protractor tool, I'm going to come across, and I'm going to pull that angle to where I think it would look good. Maybe this is 10 feet actually, so the slope of my roof might be maybe we'll try the 612. So let's try 612 and see what it looks like for pitch. That's pretty high. Maybe I'll try something a little different. That's what's really nice about using the protractor tool, is you can kind of try out different things. Let's try 412. Remember, it's 4:12. I think this is probably a little bit better. I could even go lower if I wanted to, and I could try maybe a 212, and let's see what maybe that would work pretty well. Again, the same thing. We're going to go ahead and we're going to use our pencil tool. We're going to draw up onto the blue axis and go to where this intersects, go down to the edge, and then close this. Now what we have to do is we have to pull the guideline for the thickness of the roof, and we're going to do that. We're just going to follow that. It's hard to see. We want to make sure we're going in the right direction. Change your view if you can't see very well. And I'm going to type in 5.5 inches. And then the same thing. How much overhang do you want to have? And again, in this, we're going to take our pencil tool. We're going to go across on the green and type in 1 foot. We're going to go up on the blue, hit escape, and go down on the blue. Now we know where this is going to intersect, and we should probably do it on this side too. So let's go ahead and click across, type in 1 foot, go up. Want to make sure we're on the blue because the blue goes up in space. And we're going to go on the blue, click escape, and go the other way. It's actually not necessary in this case to go the other way. Now we're going to take our pencil tool. We're going to continue this line, hit escape. We're going to click up there because we don't want to draw over lines. That's very dangerous. So now I'm going to click this, and I'm going to hit escape, and I'm going to click across on this line, just like that. Now I'm going to erase what I don't need. Again, if you wanted to close this off, you could take your pencil tool and draw a cross on the axis there. I think for this purpose though, we're just going to leave it like this. So basically, again, we have what we need. If you get lost like this, you can always go to this tool and get yourself reoriented again. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete this over here. Don't forget about the other side. And now I'm going to pull these profiles over. So I'm going to click this profile. I'm going to use inferencing, bring it over. Let's take a look and see what happens. That looks okay. Now I'm going to bring the next one over and use inferencing. And then I'm going to click again, bring it out 1 foot. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to bring this side out 1 foot. And I'm going to repeat the same idea for this. Now what often happens with these shed roofs is when you have the angles, it becomes a good spot to be able to actually put clear story windows in. So that's something to consider if you're using it. You can use that angle or that pitch for a design. If you want it to match up together, you can always select and reverse faces to make it blue to match that, or you could probably go in here, and I wonder if we could just do that all in one fell swoop if we click this, and no, probably not. So you can go in here and click reverse face and reverse face here and here, and you can go all the way around to make it all match the way you want it to. All right, because I have to do this other side too, this line does not go away because technically this is a group here, and ultimately we will make this a group as well. There is a way to combine them. We can talk about that later if you'd like. Next, we're going to make the angle going this way, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing. So I think my last pitch was 212. So I'm going to use the same pitch on this one, but doesn't mean you have to. I could use a more angled pitch on this if I really wanted to. Again, you want it to snap to the angle that you're going. And I can play with this, right? I can say, let me try the 212 pitch, and that might work pretty well. That gives me enough room for some windows up here if I wanted. Or I could go for a more angled pitch, and I could try 412, which would basically be twice. You know, it's up to you in terms of what you think would look good with your house. Again, I'm going to come along here. I'm going to recreate this, and I'm going to then pull that guideline away. Again, we want to make sure that we're on that angle, and we want to do 5½ inch. And then we're going to take our pencil tool and we are going to draw our lines. Whoops, I forgot something. I forgot to bring it out, right? So don't forget, we want to bring it out 1 foot. And in this case, we are going to have to go up. We want to be in the blue axis. And we're going to hit escape and go down on the blue axis because we need it to intersect here. And now I'm just going to connect what I need. I'm going to hit escape because there's already a line there. And I made a line there, so now it'll fill in. I'm going to erase what I don't need. And there we go. So same thing applies. Push and pull tool, inferencing, and then I'm going to push and pull this over. And here, I'm going to bring this out 1 foot. Again, you can play with your overhangs with these. Now look, I got myself in trouble, so I'm going to use Zoom Intense. And I'm going to go back to where I was working. And I'm going to pull that out 1 foot. And so here you have kind of a double shed roof. And again, you can play with this pitch.